on the side of Dummy Thicc here. So I think seeing the squeezer is something that a lot of people, it's been more popular as time has gone on. And we're all going to rush to the middle. You want that pop, and Dummy Thicc does get that pop. Let's see what they could do with that.
And to balance out the Octo Brush and the Splatter Shot, it looks like Lowkey has 2 Splatlings, one Kensa Mini Splatling and the Heavy Splatling. The Stingray and the Hammer both are really good pressuring specials, and they can force people away with all the paint that they put out and long-range damage.
We do see Gamer now is going to pick up that Rainmaker. He does go down. So does Arashi. Misa and the One are still in pretty good positions, though, to stop any push that Dummy Thicc is going to be able to throw out.
Oh, really nice Shark by the One, able to take out the end zap in the zone, and it looks like LK, Lowkey, Splat is able to take Splat 3, making it really hard for Dummy Thicc to put back into the zone.
You see the One jumping in here. Now they're going to have 4 in the middle, and they've already taken up a lot of the spacing. This is putting out a lot of pressure. We do see the missiles coming in, going to target a whole lot, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on Lowkey. We do see the flank coming in from Egg here as well. Going to come around from the back, and going to try to get the One. Does take down the One.
Really good job by Egg, charging the armor on the back side.
But nobody's stopping Gamer. Gamer's running in. He's got that run speed on the Heavy. He's going to move in. They've got it already down to 49, and they are taking this right side, like we said. I think it's a lot safer, and when you can coordinate it, it is good. You see Red trying to stop them, does get the pick. Misa's also going to go down, but Arashi over here with the Mini Splatling and the One with the brush going to keep holding position and try to pester them a little bit.
Gamer was able to push it up to 43, which is a very good lead to start for Lowkey. It looks like they were not able to hold the push with all the Hammer and other specials coming out. Now it looks like Dummy Thicc is having to deal with the Stingray of Gamer, taking out 2, especially with the assist from the One, and it looks like some other bombs on Lowkey.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty rough to have to get it out of that position as well. It's a very awkward spot to have the Rainmaker in and try to pop it. We do see them trying to get a little bit of map control. Egg is going to go down. Squidder's kind of out here by herself. And the One, she's going to try to fight this brush, but that brush up on top is going to have a big advantage on that.
I did not know the One played the brush. That is a completely new game to me.
I can't say I've ever seen him play brush, but it's super interesting to watch.
It's definitely working out.
Misa is going to get the pick on Red, and this is dangerous. They get that jump
on
across.
That left side.
They get the jump across. Misa's going to go, pushing it up. That is 28 now. They're going to keep pushing.
How did Misa? Oh my gosh! How did Misa slip through that?
I don't know how he survived. That was absolutely amazing to see. We do see the missiles are ready. They only have 1 special to go. Good pick on Arashi, though. The missile is going to come in. The One does get that pick, but it's a trade. It is 2v2. Now it's a 1v2. And
Misa takes Mifa down, able to secure the zone, keeping it in control of Lowkey, able to keep some jumps in the zone, keep that Stingray, force people away, and they are basically just waiting for a good position to pick up the Rainmaker and move it forward.
Yeah, I think they're going to wait for a couple more picks before they start really trying to push it. And they do get those picks. There's 2 down already. Does go down to the very nicely placed Splat Bomb. Yeah. Mifa now is set up to get this pop. The Squeezer now doing a lot of damage to both Bubbles and the Rainmaker shield. And Mifa does know that Misa's over here. Gonna push out with the Bubbles, try and get some map control. Squidder's gonna get that pick, but gonna go down to Arashi. And now this is a fight for mid still. They want to get this mid control so they can start up their push.
Arashi looks like he's trying to get away. Is able to jump out of that really tough fight. And it looks like Lowkey is on the back foot here, but they are hiding. Misa from behind, able to go in with a splatter shot, take down the Rainmaker with the support of, it looks like Gamer, who went down. And this is a kind of difficult position for Lowkey to hold the Rainmaker at.
And the Hammer does come out, gets that trade with Red. And we do see them having a lot of pressure. Oh, Squiddo going down there, though. That's going to be huge. And now Egg has to try and hold this mid while the rest of the team comes back in. or else they're not really going to have anything to set up a push with. It
no.
does go down. This is unfortunate. The Rainmaker's going to reset, and I think now they're just going to try to hold it here for the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's a 3-2 situation. The one is behind them with the brush.
And
two go down with an assist to the Rainmaker.
3 down, 2. Egg is the last one. Got to get this pick on the Rainmaker, and does not. And that is going to be first game going to Lowkey.
That was a good decision to hold it. They knew they had the lead. They didn't need to push it up anymore. And since they took out Egg and the enemy team of Dummy Thicc had 3, they didn't need to commit to any hard fights and just held it at the end.
We do see Misa and Gamer out there getting actually a lot of the picks.
Yes.
They were the ones that were primarily getting everybody down. The one coming in and pestering with the brush when he could, and then you see also Arashi putting down all that paint with. Snapper Canal, actually. So that is going to be our next map. I really do like this map mode. I think it's one that's pretty common in tournaments. At least I see it a lot. So you've got Snapper Canal it was an interesting map when it first came out because I think to me, I think it's like one of, if not the biggest map that we've seen.
I can't actually think of a bigger map besides maybe like Rainmaker on what's it called? The map that came out recently. It was from the old game. The one that's really long.
You're talking about Piranha Pit.
Yeah, Piranha Pit.
Yeah, that one is too.
That's probably the biggest one. But Snapper, yeah, there are so many different areas on the map to control. Like the zone, you've got different ramps on each side, and especially those like lower sinking areas on each side of the map. It's kind of like you can get special or move things wherever you want, and with the tower path even, it goes across a really long path and makes you move around to try and find where enemies are.
Yeah. On Snapper though, I think what's interesting is that you can't, at least personally, I don't think you can really control the entire map.
Yeah.
There's so much to control. If you try to control that entire map, you're going to end up getting pushed back, spread out too far, and then the other team's going to be able to pick you off.
Yes.
So it's something where you have to pick the space that you want to control, and you have to try to hold that down. And you usually, of course, you want to hold wherever the objective is going to be pushing. So you're going to usually go for that far left side. You want to try and go for that, and you want to try and hold that down the best you can. And if you're trying to defend, you're going to go on that right side, which is their left, and meet them and try and get set up so you can have that painted up. Maybe throw out a rain cloud. I think that's actually
make it really hard to move around on the right side, and especially if you have a Splatling or a Charger.
Yes.
Once the tower gets far enough, it's really difficult because Chargers and Splatlings can just shoot over and get people on the tower. And especially like on the right side of the spawn when they roll out, there's that like ledge and an ink line, which people can swim to and get behind the tower, making it really hard to push, giving you extra threats that you need to be wary of.
Yeah, it ends up being And I think we're definitely going to see Gamer running the heavy Splatling, the vanilla. Stingray, of course, is a very strong special on this. If you don't have something to counter it, you're just going to kind of have to hope for the best. Try and dance around it the best you can while trying to push the objective is extremely difficult. It often can shut down a lot of tower pushes if you aren't prepared for it. If we see Squiddo go that the Kenzo splatter shot, I think again, they'll have missiles, and missiles are actually a pretty good counter because they force that Stingray to move around and waste the time where they could actually be shooting at the tower.
Yeah, this map has a little bit more of a relief. Like, you don't, if you get missiled, there's not really like a whole lot of area that you're stuck in. Like, you have a bit more area to move around with if you're the Stingray to avoid those missiles and then maybe get some extra damage off.
Right. Yeah, I think it gives you a lot more room to move around. Unless you're right in spawn,
yeah, exactly.
It's kind of constricted there. But elsewhere, yeah, there's just so much space in this game, in this map, rather.
Yes. And it looks like we're going into the game. All the teams have selected and time ran out. So now let's see what each of the teams have picked.
I would be interested to see if Mifa goes Bamboo on this one. Mifa actually really likes the Bamboozler, so we'll see if that comes out. That'd be super interesting.
The one back on his Brella, it looks like he is going with a more comfort pick.
Okay, we actually see the Splatling Deco come out. We see 2 Kensa splatter shots, so they are very ready for these missiles. To launch out and counter these Stingrays. And we see Egg barely going to go down there. Misa's going to try to dodge out. Does still stay safe. So Gamer's going to get on that tower and start this push. Dodges the Splat Bomb. They're going to get set up. They've already got control of this area.
This is such a quick
see
push.
the hammer coming out.
The hammer.
Gonna take out another one. Is he going to get a third? He's going to throw it.
Oh,
Not
he
quite.
hit the wall. Darn. Unable to get the hammer over the wall and hit the ink line where the Splatling was standing.
Mifa's going to go down again. That's going to start this up. They're still bleeding points so much. And they could pass this second checkpoint already.
And the Stingray is still coming out. What is this? The specials are just staggered perfectly so that they don't have one special down at a time. They're just able to keep churning things out and causing damage across the field.
So much pressure. You see the Splatlings are going to trade. I think that might end up stopping this push. You see the one over here. They're trying to take him down, but they do get flanked by Arashi and the hammer.
Oh, no, the hammer.
The hammer comes out again, and he's going to get 3 with that. Squiddo is the last one standing. And with Bubbles here, I think it was an interesting pick, but I don't know how well it's going to work out for them. They don't really have anything to stop the tower with.
It looks like they're going to try and paint up for the Bubbles in this situation, but the one in the spawn bubble behind the Splatling, oh, wait, I didn't see any of the rest of Lowkey go down.
Everyone died all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, but the one is still here, and he is pestering. He's going to jump out, but Arashi is going to jump in, and we'll see how Arashi can handle this. He is still there. And I think he might be sharking a bit. Yeah, he's hiding.
Yes.
I don't know if they know he's here.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, this could be so dangerous.
They don't know he's there.
Okay, Egg does go down.
Oh,
Squiddo's going to go down as well. That's 3 down on the side of Dummy Thicc. And we've got 1 more to hold down the fort.
The hammer is there for Arashi just in case he is. Oh, no! He took a dive!
In the water. The classic. Okay, he's going to go down.
Decided to give the fight over. Just don't want this hammer coming out. You're fine there.
You know what? I don't even need the hammer right now. I'm just, I think I'm going to take a swim. We are at Smash and Splash. You want to get in the water after a little while.
Yeah, take a break from your pools to dive into the pool.
Mifa getting a great pick there. Going to take down Gamer, too. Is she going to get the 1? This is so close. Does get the 1. That was a great play.
Mifa able to dodge around the shield pulling
and this
up.
Is definitely their chance to start their push. Still 2.5 minutes left in this game. This is actually going to be a really strong push. The 1 goes down. Stingray coming out, and it looks like they are going to launch those missiles and the Booyah Bomb. And he is now, he's put out of that position. Now he's got to face Red. 1v1 does go down. That hammer almost got both of them. I probably would have lost my mind.
This is definitely still a game for both teams to fight for.
They are getting flanked. I don't think they realize that they are going to go down. Unfortunate, but
Misa and Arashi just destroy this. Oh, it's not Arashi. It's the...
It was Gamer. Yeah, Gamer pushed up on that side. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of that push. But it was actually a really strong move. They almost got past that second checkpoint.
Yeah, Dummy Thicc doing a lot of work there, trying to use their specials and the bad positioning from the earlier push of Lowkey.
Here comes the hammer.
Hammer missed
the
barely,
dodge!
but it forces him off the stage.
Does fall off.
Boy.
And now this is, again, we're going to be starting a lot of pressure. They don't have to go through any of those checkpoints because they got through them earlier. That's the new thing with tower control.
Just the last checkpoint. They have all of the other checkpoints.
They get through that last checkpoint. This might be it.
And Arashi has hammer yet again. The one is just trying to keep him safe with that Brella and forcing the Splatling back. Arashi able to take one just before going down, and the one, I don't know if they know.
Oh, they don't know. Oh, one hiding in the smallest patch of ink is not quite going to get that pick, though. Unfortunate for him. Squiddo going to be able to stop that, and Squiddo is set up here to hopefully get their push started. They got to get rid of Gamer. He's got people jumping to him, though. That was a really good pick. And now we'll see if they can get this stopped. There's so much pressure coming out from Lowkey. I don't know how they're going to deal with it. They only have 30 seconds to start this push, and they have no control.
I believe they popped missiles on the side of Dummy Thicc, and Squiddo was just looking for a situation to pop these bubbles. They have 3 specials up. The Booyah coming out, but also going down. It looks like Arashi, off the camera, was able to take both the missiles and the hammer down with... Oh my!
And I think
that was a quad on the back that we did not get to see the first half of.
Yeah, that was the Hail Mary push. I think that they tried. They're gonna run for it. Red's not gonna be able to get to it, and that is the end of game 2.
Yeah, that was a really chaotic game from Lowkey. Like, there were situations where we did not really know where they were hiding, or even as commentators, where we get to see most of the map. And I guess it made an even harder time for Dummy Thicc trying to find where the enemies were.
Look at Arashi.
Oh my gosh.
20 KA, 6 hammers coming out with that aggression, going to be able to push in. They honestly, though, I really do think Dummy Thicc had it. They had a good start. They just weren't able to deal with the pressure once they started to get pushed back. They started to scramble just a little bit. But once they got their footing, they were able to push back in pretty well.
Yeah.
It was just too little too late.
Yeah, the one push they did have, they were able to like push it mostly to the enemy's pit area, but then they didn't watch the zone where they got flanked by, it looked like Gamer, and Miso was able to confirm some kills.
Yeah, they ended up getting pincered by that. Yeah. It ended up getting it to 50. Not a bad push at all.
Not anything to I can't think of a word right
You're
now.
all good. Anything to sneeze at, I guess you could say.
Sneeze at.
There
That's
you go.
I can't remember expressions.
It's all good, man.
Sneezing is something I haven't done in a while.
You know what? I'm jealous of that. That's interesting.
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe it's all the excitement of the land. Just squeezing
Clears
out
out the sinuses, I guess. Sure, we'll call it that.
Yes.
Why not? Oh my goodness, that's amazing. We're actually moving into Clam Blitz. So this is, though it's been around for a little bit now, this is actually the newest mode in Splatoon. So I think there are still a lot of people, honestly, that are unfamiliar with how they're supposed to really work around this mode.
And I believe I saw like one of the players earlier when we were trying to set up equipment. They didn't even have a Clam Blitz rank, so.
Oh, so they've never actually played it.
Yeah.
So Clam Blitz is kind of like you said with rugby, where there's a bunch of clams scattered around. You want to pick up 10 of those and make a power clam, and then you want to break what you see these the large ball thing there. You want to break that basket and start throwing in a bunch of points. So we do see the Explosher come out. We see the Heavy Remix coming out for the side of Dummy Thicc there. So we see a lot of Baller, we see the Hammer, and we see Booyah Bomb on the side of Lowkey.
The standard Splattershot Pro main power-up, the thing that people complain about every once in a while, it just deals so much damage and is able to confirm kills for basically any paint. How do they already have a ball?
They've already got this push set up. That was so quick. They took 2 down and immediately struck, and they've got another ball coming in. They're going to jump in.
Oh, the one missed the clam.
Gonna miss that, unfortunately. Gamer trying to push in here. Wait,
Gamer with the brush.
Gamer with the ink brush. Since when does he play Ink Brush? That's interesting.
Looks like they're swapping around their roles a little bit. And
Okay.
it just shows how skilled these players are that they can move to whatever position they need.
So versatile with that. We do see now the one is, going to be on the back line then with that Explosher. So now we have Dummy Thicc is going to have control of this mid. They're going to try and get set up with their own push, but it looks like the pressure is starting to come back in.
The Inkjet coming out a bit early compared to all the other specials that they have. Inkjet going down now, and Arashi is there with the hammer to just crush it.
Smash them.
Right where they are.
Going for Squiddo. Arashi is going to go down. They're going to get punished for that overextension. And now we've got Eggs here set up and going to get the power clam. Can they make something happen out of this, though? There's a lot of yellow. So we see now, gonna go down. Gamer is going to go maybe a little bit, again, getting a little antsy.
Yeah, a bit overconfident on the side of Lowkey, letting the side of Dummy Thicc get lots of, oh my god, the double Booyah Bomb. Pushing in a bit slow to follow up the Booyah Bomb. It looks like they're trying to force it into the right side. One going down, and red is also going down, and now they have to reclaim those power claims.
Yeah, those two claims I don't think they're going to be able to. Mifa does save one of them. I think they were relying on Mifa to be able to push in on the one side. They'd throw in the Booyah Bombs and then be able to jump in. Weren't quite able to get set up with that. Mifa did go down before they could do it.
Just a bit of miscoordination, and that's how Clam Blitz is so volatile. If you move just a little bit too slow, the power clam will not go in, and then you won't be able to secure points for your team.
Yeah, we do see Gamer here on the side. He's going to have this baller to push in. He's going to stop. Cause a lot of hate, just chaos over here. Oh my gosh. But does go down, and now I think this is, that's a good pick.
Bomb.
That is a good pick for them. They got to go push. They gotta push in on this.
Inkjet's putting a lot of pressure on the flat, but looks like the Booyah Bomb is going to confirm a kill on Arashi. They have two down on the side of Lowkey. It looks like Squiddo with the power clam is looking to rush in to throw the power clam. Mifa sneaking up on the right side. Hopefully the one does not see Mifa and we get a score from the side of Dummy Thicc.
Don't know if they're quite going to be able to make it. Does go down to Gamer. They're getting a little bit of cold feet, it seems like here. Moving a little slow. Now they're going to get in with these two clams. Misses one though. Throws it back in. Okay, they get that in. The Booyah Bomb was really well placed at that time. Good job to Red throwing it in. Egg is going to go down. Red is going to go down. Mifa is by herself. Goes down as well.
Looks like a wipe in the opposite direction there.
Now they need to make sure they can stop this other push from happening because they need to make one more push like that, and I think they can end up scoring here. But Gamer coming in on the side. Gonna try to get that push. Doesn't quite get it. Arashi coming in with a hammer. This is so scary.
And it looked like Gamer tried to use the baller to run into the enemy base and then secure jumps. They still get those jumps and the power clam that Gamer dropped.
That was 3 power clams going in all at once on their side. And 9-6, they just need two more. Misa, can Misa do this? Misa's gonna go down. So close. That was crazy. That was so
really
many points.
Because Gamer made a path with the baller from his Ink Brush and was unable to secure the power clam in that pop. But with Arashi following behind using the hammer, is able to clean that up and confirm the power clam push from the rest of his teammates.
Yeah, it's something that you really need to see, like that follow-up from your teams is so key. You need to be able to follow up in some places or be prepared to. They are going to move in with this power clam. Another one going in. Hopefully they can get more off of this. They're going to get converged on by all of Lowkey, though, and that is a wipe. Everyone goes down. Lowkey getting set up here again, trying to put on a lot of pressure to go down. Or Mifa goes down there. They hopefully can not scramble too much here and get set up.
There
but
are 4 power clams on the side of Lowkey, and they're slowly approaching.
Down. Oh my gosh, here comes the ballers.
Gamer with the baller.
2 ballers
and
going
all
in.
they need to do is get a power clam or 2 in there. 2 power clams needed only, but still they broke the barrier, and the game ends because the timer has run out with the barrier popping.
4 power clams.
That was really just a pressive push at the end there. And I think the problem that comes with that is Dummy Thicc, they kind of relied too much on building a power clam to secure their whole push. And they just popped the barrier with 2 power clams and weren't able to hold the area around to try and get more clams in or try and deny Lowkey from reclaiming most of the map. And that's how they were able to quickly build all all of the power claims that they had in those really, really exciting pushes. There.
Right. Your follow-up is so key in getting in scoring really well.
Yes.
In terms of that. So good job to Lowkey. They are going to take that 3-0 over Dummy Thicc, but it
Very
was
well
a
played.
great fight put up by put up by Dummy Thicc rather.
Dummy Thicc in the second and third game were able to make some really good pushes, but just not able to hold off the squad of Lowkey.
Just too much pressure on them, and I think that really just the pressure coming in and how they dealt with it was the difference between the two teams.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was really well fought though.